Hi, I'm Alan. This is a video. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to more Geometry Dash. Today, we're going to be checking out the official potential update to Silent Clubstep by, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Icedcave has uploaded a version of Silent Clubstep that is reminiscent of the original because, as you guys know, the current rated version of Silent Clubstep is actually nerfed from its original state. It has changed a couple things to make the level more reasonable, such as nerfing the ship corridor at the very beginning and the transition into it, changing the masking in the ball part, and stuff like nerfing the 8 jumps of hell. So, what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be checking out the unnerfed version, or quote-unquote unnerfed version, in a practice run and tell you guys my thoughts and opinions on it. However, quickly, obviously, this is the changelog for the thing. So as you guys can see here, we have changed from the current rated version to this one. All jumps reverted to original, so every nerfed jump has been reverted. All layered orbs fixed to work like 1.9 revised orbs by me. First dual fix reverted, 6% transition removed, 9% portal moved back to original spot, 15% corridor reverted to original visibility, 25% clubstep monster reverted to original, 27% fix saw hitbox is now what it was in 1.9, 32% platform moved down from original version with pad added to make it possible, requested by Silent, 50% ship visibility reverted, 51% orb removed, 62% fix reverted, reapplies in toggle triggers in new version, 8 jumps of hell deca reverted, 8 jumps of hell reverted to original, last maze fix, hold fix reverted. So, the idea that I've understood for this level is that this level is going to be open for verification, so if anyone decides to try and beat this version of Silent Clubstep, the original rated version is going to be updated to become this one, because this is far more accurate to the original than the current rated one is. Do you guys agree with that? Tell me why not. I would like to know. I'm going to tell my opinions after I finish my practice run, so this is going to be a little bit of a discussion video, but I'm also going to be just playing it. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I feel the difference between this and that. No, that's not going to be the case. Obviously, I don't really know much about Silent Clubstep's gameplay. I haven't played it enough to like feel a difference with it. Either way, I'm going to be hopping into it and we're going to be trying it out and see how it is.
Bruh.
How did I do that first jump? Yeah, how did I do that? First attempt. That was insane. What? Okay, I guess I'm just insane, I suppose. I guess this is what we're doing today. Quickly, before we continue on with the video, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that if you would. Thank you so much for all the recent support. Let's hit 150,000 before the end of the year. We're getting very, very close. Thank you so much. Here we go. I did it. I passed the first input. It took a little bit longer to pass it twice than I expected, but hey, here we are. For the most part, this level is like very similar to what it was, but I think the thing that's gonna make this like significantly harder is just 8 jumps of hell. I feel like when it comes to the unnerfed version, I think the fact that the transition at 6% was like one thing, right? Where the transition into the ship part was like borderline impossible, and that's a large part of the reason why 6 jumps of hell was, or the level was as hard as it was. Yeah, because now this works, right? But I do still think that the ship is I don't know, maybe it just fix the transition, so they didn't actually like nerf it like it was in the current rated version. It's just like it just works, right? I mean, not to say that it's easy by any means. This ship part is still absolutely impossible, and I'll probably never be able to pass this. Oh, I did 2%. Crazy. Yeah, the ship part is just really hard. Oh, that was almost crazy. Oh, I didn't realize there were like bumps like this. Ooh, ew, that's disgusting. I did not realize that was a thing, actually. I did not know that. That makes this raid fly so much harder than it was, or how hard. Okay, we passed it. I'm so good at video game. I only took like 25 hours to pass the ship part. So, anyway, dude, my only experience with this level, like, truly, right, was Silentium Grottas, which is the nerfed version. And I remember this jump right here being the bane of my existence in Silentium Grottas just because of how annoying it is. Such a bad jump. Like, this jump alone is enough to turn me off from this level entirely. I just hate the existence of this input. And then you have to, like, do the same kind of input again to jump, like, there, and it's like, ugh. Like, how do I even get this early? I don't know. This jump just sucks. Man. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm like super like cold, so I'm not gonna be struggling with the spam, I think. I haven't like warmed up whatsoever, so my bad for suffering you guys through me not being able to spam, but here we are. I'm gonna be stuck here for like 10 minutes. I was once upon a time able to pass this, actually. And by once upon a time, I mean whenever this got rate or verified. Oh my god. Okay, Aeon, what are you doing? I passed it. Dude, what even is this jump? How did I land on top of it? Okay, there we go. That only took like 5,000 tries. Yikes. How is this jump even possible? Because I hit the side of the spike. Like, is there like a frame that I have to hit? Oh, I spoke too soon. There was certainly a frame that I had to hit. Okay, cool. It's been 12 minutes. So this is one of the changes that were made. This clubstep monster used to be a little bit easier. Oh, these saw blades are like perfect hitbox now. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. We are grooving. So far, I don't really feel much. Okay, that's actually a lie. I don't feel any difference. I literally said in the opening of this video that I would not be able to tell any difference anyway. So it doesn't matter like what I have to say. Basically, this entire practice is just me gonna be like, oh my god, that is so hard, as if that's not blatantly obvious. I am very curious to see if anyone is actually going to be taking on this challenge though, and trying to get this in as the new verified version. How does this part even work? This part is like significantly harder now, because I'm pretty sure this is one of the saws. If we go the saw blade, 27 fixed saw hitbox is now what it was in 1.9. This saw blade, or this is 28%, but still, this saw blade wasn't like this in the other one, so you could just like mostly just like hold up into this part, which made it like significantly easier, but now is like really hard, right? Is this even possible? I can't seem to get this transition like at all. Okay, so moving on with this part now that I've actually been able to pass it, I can feel that this part actually genuinely feels a little bit harder. I'm not gonna lie, like that unironically felt significantly more difficult now. Maybe that's just one of those, like, it seems like a very simple buff, but it actually like adds a lot of difficulty. Who knows? We can always ask the people who verify, or the person who verified the level, Paco. It just feels much harder. Like, that's a weirdly difficult buff. Also, I always found this gap to be, like, absolutely impossible. Oh my god, I passed it. Oh, this is now much harder. That's very interesting. Yeah, it looks like you have to, like, hit, like, the first frame possible. Because, no. Yeah, how is this even meant to work now? What? This just feels like RNG now. I think this alone could be enough of a reason for no one to ever verify this. Because I don't understand how this is supposed to be consistent. Like, this just feels like it's RNG. Like, there's no way for that to be, like, consistent, right? Because even if I buffer that, I can make that be a pink orb hit. Like, you gotta win some, like, RNG lottery for this part, it feels like. Yeah, this just straight up doesn't work. It says that these are fixed, like, they're masking similar to how they were in 1.9. However, that doesn't really change much when they still don't work, because that last one just doesn't trigger. Oh my god! It worked, but that feels so random. Okay, so they removed the orb inside of that the blue portal as well, which is one of the orbs that made this part just feel reasonable. So that's also like a very huge change, I think. I think that's a very minute like change to like what you would think it does, but it actually like significantly makes the part like way harder, right? Maybe not. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. Maybe I'm speaking out of my ass. That didn't feel that hard, actually. If anything, it might be easier because you don't actually have to like time the orb. Who knows? Who knows? Now on to 8 jumps of hell. 60 hertz frame perfect. Here we go. I don't really have anything to like comment on this. Like, this is just really hard, obviously. I feel like this is like the most obviously hard part of this entire level. All of these were nerfed like slightly in the current version, but not by much, but to the point where it's like significantly easier, right? Like now these jumps are like ridiculous. I have like 4 frames to hit them, and they're very clearly very hard. As if that wasn't obvious enough as is. You know, part of me just feels like this is a waste of time, just me trying to go through this at this point. I'm just gonna sit here on my own for like the next 20 minutes trying to pass this, and that's pretty much the only thing I have to say. Oh my god, I can't believe I passed it. What do I think about this? I think, personally, that this is kind of a huge screw you to the people who've gone through with the level. I think that the idea of putting up the original Unnerfed for verification is completely a-okay. However, where I disagree is the idea that once this one is verified, they're going to update the current rated one. I think that is really silly. First and foremost, I think it's highly disrespectful towards Paco for taking the time to verify the original that is currently uploaded, because the level was nerfed. They've nerfed it on their own accord. Just because someone has beaten the current nerfed one doesn't mean that you can go out of your way and be like, oh, let's verify the unnerfed one now, right? I think for Paco and Zoink, who have completed the original uploaded one, and for Vision, who has spent the past like 2 years of his life grinding it out, I think it is highly disrespectful putting this version up. Like, yeah, they can obviously just recomplete, right? But it is a significant buff to the level. 8 jumps of hell being now filled with frame perfect is entirely unreasonable, I think. And I think personally that this should just be a community challenge more so than a, hey, whoever verifies this first gets to be the verifier of the level. After Paco spent 130,000 attempts and a year of her life trying to verify it. That's my thoughts, though. I'm just kind of like, I think it's silly. I think it's stupid to do such a thing. That's just what I believe. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that this should be verified and updated to be the official one? Or do you guys think that this should just be a fine little, this is what could have been? I think it should stay as a this is what it could have been kind of situation, because I think buffing a level after its official release and rate is really weird in a way. Like, yeah, sure, the creator can do whatever they want, and I think that's something that should be held to a standard. The creator of the level made the level, and they wanted to have the official version be the one that they intended it to be, and I think that's completely fine. But I still think that it's disrespectful towards the work of the verifiers and the people who have completed the level or made significant strides towards completing the level. But that's just what I believe. I'll see you guys around. Each of you yourself dehydrated. Thank you for making my day better. Hope my day was a little bit better too, and I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone.